world is in chaos. The world is in shambles. What the fuck's going on with society today, bro? Like, ¿qué chino está pasando acá afuera? It's crazy, man, bro. Well, how many people done lost their mind, bro? La gente, they just going crazy out here, bro. But it's all just distractions, bro. While they got you talking about the Utah shooting, what's going on in Chicago, what's going on in Memphis, what's going on here, there, it's all a distraction, bro. What you really need to focus on is what's going inside in here. You see what I mean? In here. That's where your main focus should always be on. Not the news, not what you see on your cell phone, these TVs, what other people yapping about. Worry about what's in here, bro. About what's in your heart. About what's coming out of your mouth. See what I mean? What's going into your mouth. Keep your nose clean, bro. No perico. You know, leave the booze alone, bro. Like, drugs and alcohol, all they're gonna do for you, bro, is make you break character. They're gonna make you not care about who you're disrespecting, about who you embarrassing, about who you offending, including yourself. You're not gonna care to disrespect yourself, embarrass yourself, shame yourself, regret yourself. Like, it's just gonna bring all the bad shit to you, bro. And the problem is they normalized it and made it seem cool. Like, you can go to these bars and these clubs and these restaurants and get something to drink. It's cool. It's like the thing to do. You turn 21, everybody needs to buy you a drink. You need to get fucked up because everybody else says you got to do it. Bro, let me tell you something, homie. If everybody's in it and everybody's doing it, then I don't want nothing to do with it, bro. I'm going that way. I don't hang out with crowds and sheeps, bro. ¿Se me entiendes? I'm the leon that's out here in the edges, bro. Always finding a way out. And, chingao, brother. So let's talk about it. The elephant in the room, bro. Like, what's going on with this world, bro? You know? All these problems, all these distractions, all these politicians, politics, inflation, cost of living, you know, the job life. Well, the world is not as it is, bro. It's as you are. You know, once we focus on the only thing we do have control over, which is our own actions, our own decisions, our own things we consume, such as the food we eat, the music we listen to, like things that we consume, the people we decide to put ourselves around, the conversations we choose to entertain, you know what I mean? The content we choose to watch. That's the only thing you really have any power and control over, bro. Outside of that, you have no control, bro. You just gotta let it go. And it's easier said than done. I understand that, because, you know, if somebody's bringing negative energy to you, it can be a little bit of a magnet if it's in you. If it's in you, it's gonna draw it out like a magnet. Maybe not immediately, but for some of you, yeah. Some of you know. So, how do you enable yourself to be able to put up with this nonsense out here in this world, bro? With all these hoe ass niggas, bro, and all this bullshit out here, bro. How do you enable yourself? How do you strengthen yourself, man? You got to do it all one deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just the only way it is, bro. And for those of you just tuning along, watching this, bro, I speak on this all the time, bro. I speak about walking one deep, the lonely road of solitude, the power in the silence. It's always been one deep, bro. And it's been a lifelong journey, this solitude, bro, because when you first introduced to solitude, bro, it can feel like real lonely. It can make you feel like you're going crazy. You go through all these emotions, all these thoughts, but it's like there's just no other way for someone like me, you know. And there's plenty of people out here like this, bro. Eventually everyone's gonna end up in the same road I'm in, you know, because I wasn't always on this journey, bro. It's like before I did hang out with a bunch of cats, bro, before I was heavily active, I used to entertain relationships a lot more. I wouldn't say I was a social butterfly, but I was definitely moving and grooving, bro. Networking, shaking hands, making deals, you know. I was way more intertwined with people. But, you know what I'm saying? It's like this road of solitude, bro. Man, I don't do the homie, friend, brother. I don't do none of that shit, bro. I got love and respect for all my carnales, all my brothers worldwide. My homies in the struggle, in the ghettos, bro. It's nothing but love, respect, you know what I mean? But that don't mean I'm fucking with none of y'all, bro. I'm not fucking with nobody, bro. It's one deep, and that's it, bro. For life. Because once you get into this road of solitude and you're introduced to solitude, it's like a lifelong journey, bro. It's like, hello and welcome to the other side. You know, solitude is gonna be your guide to the afterlife. You see, because death ain't the end, but the beginning, bro. The beginning of a transition into another form of existing. You see? So solitude is gonna walk you through that journey, and like once you meet your last day, you'll be ready to transition because you've been in solitude for so long. You've been walking with solitude. He's been guiding you into this path, you know, your personal guide to the afterlife, bro. Solitude. Just remember, when you find yourself on this road of solitude, bro, trust me when I tell you, it's forever. There ain't no going back. To see is to, like, you can never unsee what's been seen, bro. You know, once exposed, you can never be unexposed, bro. So, yeah. If you made it this long to this video, bro, you in solitude, homie. And just know that it's forever. So you better get really, really used to it, and you better get really, really good at it, bro. Because it's going to test you. It's going to drive you to madness, bro. There's a thin line between intelligence and madness, bro. Insanity, craziness. It's a thin line, bro. A lot of geniuses, they were mad crazy, bro. Because it requires like solitude to the finest. To the finest. And a lot of people, they just not ready for solitude, bro. They're still attached to these illusions, to these beliefs, to these relationships, connections. They're not ready to disconnect and go inside. Pero con todo ese jale, este vato Jaime G. Hello, watch this. Hasta la otra, canal.